Season 2015 of The Human Race was a real interesting one. This man just announced his presidential nomination.
Carrie, are you gay?
I am indeed, yes
Carrie,
sir.
you're fired.
And some British man clattered some random guy at the BBC. What a year! But what about video games in the year of our Lord 2015? Oh my lord. To say it was a good year would be an understatement. Get it? Because I'm talking about Okay. The one game that caught the eye of young Jackus in 2015 was Undertale. Well, I didn't play it. I saw Irish PewDiePie play it. I watched his first episode and immediately went to buy it. I played it, and I loved it. But why did young Jackus love this game so much? This can be answered in one simple word. Toby. Fox. Okay, that's 2 words. As this is an indie game, short for Indiana Jones, it was the brainchild of one man, Tobias Fox. It came from the simple idea of, hey, what if we, didn't murder a bajillion monsters on our gaming quest? They could be pretty cool people. Maybe that monster was a really good accountant whose wife just gave birth to a son. But we don't know, because we fucking murdered him. Player choice is normally associated with huge RPGs like the Mass Effect games, or story-driven games like Detroit Pretending to be a Human.
Smoking these meats here.
But without even advertising or saying that it has a huge player choice aspect, Undertale just kinda does it. Spoilers for the end of the game, by the way, but what did you kinda expect clicking on this video? You dingus. But at the end of the game, you get a phone call from Sans. Don't worry, I'll get to him. There are so many different endings you can get from just doing the most minute things. I can't go through them all because we would be here for far too long, and I've only got so long before this brain just, shuts off. Characters are a very important part when it comes to any piece of media. So how are Undertale's characters? I wonder if they're quirky. I wonder if they're funny. I wonder if they're relatable. Yes. The characters in Undertale are all, characters. We have the main cast of Papyrus, Undyne, Toriel, Alphys, and Asgore. They all feel funny and real and emotional, which is insane because you're only with them for about 20 minutes at most. Take the king of the underground, Asgore. Throughout the whole game, everyone has said he's this big baddie and that he would murder you on the spot. He's a heartless killer who would stop at nothing to free the monsters from the underground. You finally come face to face with the king of the monsters, and he's tending flowers? When he first sees you, he's taken by surprise. When he does fight you, you feel like he doesn't want to. He's only doing this because he feels like it's the right thing to do to free all the monsters from the misery they've lived in. For a character that you meet for a teeny tiny baby amount of time, Tobias really makes you feel for this fuzzball. Damn, bro. Writing one good character is hard to do in video games, and Tobias Wolff was able to write a bajillion of them. The enemies in this game were also characters. No one has ever said their favourite character in Mario is fucking Goomba number 265. But every enemy feels like a real person, with personalities, senses of humour, and insecurities that you can discover in the gameplay. And that's how you do a segue, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why you have more than 5 subs, Jack. Woo! Please tell me you guys know how turn-based RPGs work. But this is no normal turn-based RPG. This is bullet hell. When an enemy attacks you, it turns into a bullet hell game. You control this little heart, aka your soul, and you have to dodge the incoming attacks from the enemies. This can go from Kiddy's Verse video game, Mummy, how do I use a controller? Also, I just shit myself again. To, I'm going to shove this splintered piece of wood up your arse multiple times and then laugh at you every time you fail. We are getting there. Don't worry. Once it's your turn, you have 3 options to take. 1. Run away like a little bitch. B. Murder the son of a bitch. 3. Act on the bitch. Running doesn't do much. Fighting is your stereotypical RPG murder fest. But acting is when you can truly meet these quote-unquote monsters and find out that they have insecurities and personalities, just like humans do. And maybe Goomba number 265 also likes to make jokes, but we don't know, because Mario is now cleaning the leftovers of his brains off his boot. Putting the brutal murder of Goombas aside, I never thought I'd say that sentence in my life, but hey ho. Every monster you save or kill has a ripple effect left on the game, and this leads to one of Undertale's biggest assets in their portfolio, the fourth wall, and the breaking of said fourth wall.
I think Jack's a racist. Just a raging racist. Probably homophobic too, even. I bet you've committed war crimes.
Okay, I do not know where this comes
You
from.
just sit there ripping
My game
people's
just
fingernails.
crashed! In the theatre world, there are normally 4 walls on the stage. Ein, dos, trois, and the 4th wall between the audience and the actors. In the video game world, the 4th wall is considered the screen you view the game through. One thing that Undertale does very well is that it seems to know that you save and reload the game. This can include small alternate lines of dialogue with certain characters. But the best characters that embody this are Flowey and the internet's favourite meme boy, Sans. I told you I'd get to him. But before we can get to dessert, we've got to eat our vegetables. AKA talking about Flower Boy, AKA the devil, AKA cute goat boy, AKA why am I crying right now? Flowey was originally the son of Asgore and Toriel, called Asriel. Ah, I see what you did there, Toby, you sly dog. Very long story short. Very long story short, he gets killed and put into a flower. When he is a flower, he is filled with bad emotions, like anger and rage, and probably horny, but because he once had a human soul in him, he knows the fact that the player is reloading and resetting save files. At the end of a pacifist run, by not killing a single monster and doing all the side quests with Undyne, Papyrus and Alphys, everyone is happy and free in the overworld. The best possible ending occurs. When you exit the game and open it up again, Flowey comes and talks to the player. Not Frisk or the first fallen human, but you, the player, telling you to just walk away from the game, leave everyone happy, don't reset the game. But curiosity kills the cat and you reset the game. Flowey begging you not to reset is something so powerful that I don't think I or anyone has experienced in the whole of gaming. One save file in a video game is normally a reason to be pissed at a game, especially an RPG with emphasis on player choice, but Undertale's use of only one save file is, I think, intentionally done to make you feel bad for resetting. Excellent choice, Tobias Fantastic Mr. Fox, for this game. A chef's kiss to you. But then there's the other side of this 2p coin. What if you wanted to murder everything? With no remorse and not wanting to care for any characters, and purposefully going back and murdering everyone. What if you wanted to cause a genocide? A genocide run, if you will. That's where this fucker comes in. Now Sans is an interesting character. Named after the writing font known as Comic Sans, which I have written my whole script in just for this character, because as we all know, I am a crazy person. In a pacifist run, Sans is a friend of the player, with some odd powers, like teleporting and seeming to know about the player's previous actions. But once you murder everything and everyone, Sans finally puts the footbone down. This leads to one of the hardest boss battles I've ever seen. I tried and couldn't get past it, so here's green Markiplier. I know. I'm not a true gamer, I'm sorry. But the thing that's interesting about Sans is that he constantly references how many times he's beaten you.
That expression? That's the expression of someone who's died 5 times in a row. Convenient, huh? That's 1 for each finger.
And to finally defeat him, you must break the game and literally break out of the box and kill him. You sick fuck. 6 years ago, Undertale came out to critical and commercial success. 6 years of excellence, I would say. That's the title of the video. I haven't even mentioned how good the music is, but I don't want to make another video shilling video game music. Let's just say it bangs. This game has an interesting community, to say the least. I suggest watching Super Eyepatch Wolf's video about the Undertale community, as it covers everything. I could genuinely recommend this game to anyone, and you can play it on anything, including laptops. If you haven't played it, just go and play it. Toby Fox is an actual genius and deserves a good break. Well done, man. No need to make another game in a multi-episodic fashion that could take billions of years to finish. Just rest. Thanks for Undertale. It's a pretty good game.